Have you ever felt like someone stole your energy, your reputation, your time, your innocence, or your destiny? Hi, I'm Dr. Jo Messenger, and in this video, I'll be covering how to reclaim your power without revenge, without manipulation, and without shrinking into any toxic tactics. Irrespective of your age, your gender, your race, your financial circumstances, your sexual orientation or geography, it's essential to know how to rise, how to rebuild, and how to restore what's rightfully yours, and to do it with integrity. Because there comes a moment in every strong person's life when they realise something a bit uncomfortable. Something was taken. Your energy, your reputation, your time, your innocence, your position, your ideas, your health, your wealth, your confidence, your security, your motivation, your passion, your identity, or your peace. And maybe you were too shocked. Maybe you're too young. Maybe you're too trusting, too in love, too manipulated, too oppressed, too threatened, or something else to be able to stop it at the time. Let's be clear about this. Regardless of your backstory or how horrendously you were betrayed, or whether you were fed to the wolves by someone you trusted, you're not powerless. But reclaiming your power is not the same thing as taking revenge. And that distinction changes everything. First up, what does it mean to take your power back? Because power isn't noise or volume. Power isn't rage. Power isn't smear campaigns. And power isn't control. Power is alignment. And your power is your alignment. When someone steals from you, whether it's through control issues, pathological lying, coercion, manipulation, broken contracts, or even from intentional abuse, they're attempting to collapse your identity and to inflate theirs. They want your confidence, they want your creative energy, they want your sexual energy, your credibility, your standing, they want your position, and they want your light. But the harsh truth is they can only take what you abandon. So don't abandon yourself ever again. And the good news is, if something was taken, it can usually be reclaimed. Think about Indigenous land rights. When land is taken, history doesn't magically erase original custodianship. If nobody hands it back voluntarily, it has to be claimed. Not with chaos, not with hatred, but with truth. Reclaimed with documentation, with identity, with cultural integrity, with legal clarity, and a refusal to stay silent or subservient, and a refusal to disappear into the background. Reclaiming power is the same. If someone stole your position, if someone slandered your name, exploited your gifts, or whatever the situation is in your case, don't beg for it back. Embody it back. If someone is publicly lying about you, don't fight in the mud. Don't descend into their dirt tactics. Demonstrate, embody who it is that you are and what you stand for. If they call you incompetent, show your expertise. If they call you immoral, live your values visibly. If they call you unstable, respond calmly and consistently. Reputation recovery is not about shouting, and it's not about harder, stronger, faster. It's all about you shining. Over time, light exposes the rot, not because you attack them, but because truth stabilizes and lies fracture under their own weight. What about if you were controlled or exploited? Let's talk for a quick minute about more extreme control, the Epstein type dynamic, the Brankerville-Biatches type dynamic. When someone uses power, status, money, manipulation, gang stalking, forbidden magic, sexual energy harvesting, or coercion to exploit others, the greatest theft in these situations isn't necessarily physical. It's energetic, it's identity theft, it's dignity theft, and it's destiny theft. And here's the trap. If you respond with vengeance, if you respond with chaos or dirty tactics that match theirs, you bind yourself to them energetically. Taking your power back does not mean becoming what hurt you. Taking your power back means rebuilding your nerve system, rebuilding your self-trust, speaking factually without hysteria, without exaggeration, without embellishment. Taking your power back means refusing to carry their shame. Taking your power back means refusing to carry their guilt, shame, blame, deceit, or karma. It means refusing to participate in their corruption and mind games. Don't ever let anyone drag you into hell because of their addictions, their corruptions, their amoral behaviour. And don't ever let anyone piggyback on your coattails to elevate them out of their own personal hell if they refuse to apologise, if they refuse to accept responsibility for what they have intentionally created for themselves and for others, or whether they refuse to improve their behaviour in any way whatsoever. Doubly so if they try to gaslight you or try to pin their lower vibrational behaviour and karma onto you. Power is reclaimed through sovereignty, not through retaliation. And most theft of power is rooted in control issues. Controllers cannot tolerate independence, sovereignty, intelligence, sexual autonomy, spiritual clarity, or financial freedom. Controllers cannot tolerate anyone finding out that anyone they considered to be less than them is actually more highly ranked, more wealthy, more authentic, or even more popular than them. So they attempt to destabilise you. But here's the truth. You're not powerless. You might have been destabilised for a bit. And that's the difference. Because destabilisation can be reversed. You can stabilise yourself again. So what can you do about this? How can you reclaim what's rightfully yours? Step one is to call your energy back. Stop thinking about them. Stop replaying the narrative, no matter how bad the injustice is or was against you. Stop trying to convince people who've already chosen sides. They either work out the truth for themselves or they don't. And either way, it's none of our business. Their karma is their karma. Keep your nose out of it. Your attention is currency. So withdraw your currency. Withdraw your attention from them. Step 2 is to rebuild your body. You've heard me say this many times. Your issues are stored in your tissues. And as well as that, trauma lives in your nervous system. So if your health is weak, your power feels weak. That's why product 1 of my Micro Heal series is health and fitness, because reclaiming your destiny requires a stable body. You can't lead from burnout. Step 3 is to publicly embody your values, not aggressively, not defensively, consistently. Truth doesn't panic. Truth persists. Don't wait for permission. Nobody is coming to hand back your reputation, your innocence, your position, your time, your wasted years, or your misplaced loyalty. You have to claim it yourself. You have to claim it through your behaviour, through your health, through your clarity, your boundaries, your being consistent, your being authentic, and through refusing to be intimidated or to shrink, to dull your shine anyway. Don't fight like them. Rise beyond them. Why does any of this matter? It matters because if you don't reclaim your power, you stay psychologically tethered to them. And what you don't reclaim becomes a blockage. Which brings me to this. If you feel stuck, if you feel sabotaged, if you feel like something invisible keeps holding you back, download my free workbook, What's Blocking Your Breakthrough, because sometimes what's blocking you isn't a lack of talent, it's unresolved power loss. And product 1, Health and Fitness, which is launching soon, will help you to stabilise your body so that your reclaimed identity has somewhere strong to live. You're not powerless. You may have been targeted. You may have been stabilised. You may have been lied about. You may have been exploited. You may have been betrayed. But you're not powerless. Take your power back, not with vengeance. Take your power back with alignment.